Hello everyone, welcome back to another JKP discussion. I'm Jammer.
I'm Kirilov.
And today we're going to be talking about Bioware's recent announcement of the 5th patch that will be coming to their game, Dragon Age Inquisition. Some things that will be fixed are the charging bull ability, so no longer AI controls characters will misfire or overshoot. Improved archer AI, so they enter melee combat less often. Some exploits have been fixed, and more. There'll be a link in the description below for the full patch list. But the primary thing they added was party storage. So you'll be able to store weapons and armor for your party members without cluttering up your own inventory space. So what are your first overall impressions about this patch?
So, just to start off with the charging bull, I do like the ability a lot. I use it with my companions. Almost every single warrior that I have uses it. I do, however, like the fact that it would overshoot on occasion, but mostly for those times whenever I would be in the mess of things and everybody's about to die. But luckily they overshot it, so I'm able to get them to safety somehow. Mm-hmm. But in all practicality, it was a good fix because it'll save us a lot of time when it comes to the combat portion. They won't be over yonder breaking wind. They'll be right there in the action again. Yeah,
I've noticed a couple times when you use it, he'll use it and he'll miss every enemy and it just completely wastes the skill.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. Sometimes it misses, sometimes it hits him but just keeps going. And it's really just, at first it was just a coin toss, but if this patch works out fine, it should just fix the problem and make the game a lot better to play.
Alright, so anyways, back to party storage. What is your,
Party storage. I'm excited to see how that really plays out for us. I mean, I've noticed, especially, even though you do have 60 slots of space just to fill with whatever, there are times when I felt like, hey, I can carry everything and then some, but
cluttered.
As you get...
It's very cluttered,
Oh, yes, it's cluttered. They have categories, but the categories themselves remain unbelievably cluttered.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And this patch, my hope is to organize that clutter, which it sounds like it's planning on doing, to a point where I'll actually be able to find what I'm looking for. Because there are so many times when I'm looking for this or that, I have no idea where it is.
Yeah, exactly. Well, do you think with this party storage that they'll, like, if, for example, if you have one member equipping something, do you think you'll be able to access that and to be able to switch it instantaneously to somebody else, like through the storage?
That'd be really nice in a way.
Because sometimes, you might, like, somebody might be using something that you'd rather somebody else use. You're not gonna, make him on your team, check his inventory, etc., move, blah, blah, blah.
Well, let's pick a specific item. Say my cheese wheel. The shield that rules them all. Say I didn't want to have, good old Blackwell on my team anymore. Blackbeard, if you prefer.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go with, say, Cassandra. But I like that shield a lot, so I want to give it to her.
Right now you'd have to have both of them on your team, go to the inventory, unequip it from him, re-equip with her. Yep. With party storage,
I'm interested to see if it will actually allow me to cycle through those items just without having them in my party.
I think what's going to happen is, like, when you de-equip it, it'll go to party storage, and that's just like a cloud, if you will, of all your items or something like that.
That'd be great. And even if that were to happen, it'd be great just to see it work in a way that really kind of helps everyone in my party, whether they be part of it or not.
Exactly, yeah. I really like that overall, just Bioware's doing a good job just keeping up to date with this game. I mean, nowadays patches are kind of a normal thing, but like back in the day, whatever you got on the disc that's it. The only hope for any changes is maybe they'll do it in the next game. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think it's very good of Bioware to be addressing these issues that they know the community's having problems with, like exploits and whatever.
Yeah, and not only with that though, we were talking about the archer, and that is one of the things that I think was one of the most important things to fix.
Yeah.
Because almost every time my archer would decide it is time to move in, but the problem was she was wielding a bow.
Yeah.
You can't move in close combat with a bow. You need to hang back and take care of business there.
Exactly. Honestly, of all the AI-controlled characters, I feel like the rogues are the worst played by the computer.
The rogues really were the worst played. I feel like I can't say much for the dual swords because I never did equip any of them as a dual swords.
Well, I don't think they do that well either, because they'll charge in, they have medium armor. So, like, they'll basically act as if they're a warrior, but they have less armor, so therefore they're going to definitely get squashed.
Yep, no, that is very true, because yes, they have armor, but the problem is in the game you don't find a whole lot of great armor for them. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people out there who have found phenomenal armor for their rogues, but just through the playthrough that I've had so far, I've actually ran into more armor for the warrior than I've found for anyone else so far.
Yeah, it's really interesting how they're doing that. And they're so most of it's just fixing bugs, exploits, and you know, etc. like that. And it's really good that they're, you know, touching up on all these things. So, is there any final thoughts you want to wrap this up with? Any?
Yes. So, in one of our videos that'll be released, that has been released, we've talked about DeLorean's health and how that was randomly going away. And in this patch, it does actually address something to do with the health and how characters were losing them. It says it fixed an issue that allowed characters to take damage while using the Counter-Strike ability. My question is, was DeLorean using one of these Counter-Strike type of abilities, or was one of his abilities actually making him lose health each time he was using it?
Yeah, because if you can watch one of our gameplays, I'll put an annotation or a link to our video. You can see him in battle, completely away from everyone else, but then he's the one losing the health.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons why I hate DeLorean. He's the guy who takes our health away.
He dies for no reason. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, he's got problems, but I don't think they're that big.
Oh, that's great. Alright, well, I think that's about everything for today. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you like this video, give it a like on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you fancy. Drop us a comment, too. We'd love to hear your input. Alright, thanks, guys. Bye.